I really don't want to do this game, guys. I really do not want to play this game. But it was on the list of things I wanted to do for a Let's Play. Now I have no choice. Well, guys, it's me, X Mr. Cheese X here, and I grew up with this game. I think that I chose to do a Let's Play of this because I was under some kind of stupid influence, stupid idea that I actually like this game. I don't like this game. After recently replaying it, I came to despise it. I've gone ahead and tallied out exactly what my rating would be. It ended up being a 1.8 out of 5. That's a 3.6 out of 10. A 36% of a good, perfect game. Imagine seeing a 36 on your report card. This game is that bad. I really don't want to play it. But I have no choice. Let's go ahead, start it up. There you guys, you can see right on the top that this is going to be a terrible Nickelodeon movies with Klasky Supo Incorporated. I don't know. I know they make cartoons. THQ, which actually made a few good games. Creations. This is the only game I made by Creations, and I hate it. Well, guys, this is Rugrats in Paris, and you can't even see the word Nickelodeon on the very top. But yeah, if you wait long enough, you'll end up getting credits. Let's just start this up. And sure enough, you can see there's an options menu. You can actually go ahead and select your difficulty. I'm gonna stick with the basic one. And it uses a password system, which is awful. I've only played like 2 games that uses a password system, both of which were good, but this is the 8th. Oh, what am I talking about? There has only been 3 games that use a password system. 2 of those games were I consider very good, but the start, and you just sent me back to the title screen, really? Anyways, there's Angelica, that 3-year-old little brat. The Rugrats are in Europtar land. They see the princess and decide that she'd be a perfect mom for Chucky. If you haven't seen the Rugrats, the original Rugrats cartoon beyond season 1, you would know that. I might as well tell you that Chucky's mom is deceased shortly after she gave birth to Chucky, and now they're in Paris. Well, Stu is working on a amusement attraction. Well, Chaz ends up falling in love with a woman named Coco, who turns out to be just pretty much after his money. Well, not really after his money. She was just told that by her boss that she should get along with kids, and she just married Chaz so she can keep her job. Yeah, Coco is a real jerk. And as for anyone who haven't seen the movie, and basically it's just a race for Chucky to stop the wedding and help his father find a more proper mom. Don't ask me how a 2-year-old is able to do that, but in the movie he managed to. Anyways, help him find a princess. She's on the balcony of a big castle, which is a clock in the movie. Then you need to go to the nosy dame to stop Coco's wedding. Well, that's about as much description as you get. We start off at the gate. Now, you would know instantly that this is it's kind of similar to the PlayStation and N64 version. You just go around getting tickets. There isn't any red tickets. I actually don't know that much about the PlayStation and N64 games, but I mean, I've only seen the final boss battle, and that's it. By the way, there is no, like, giant reptar animatronic, and there isn't that, snail thing. I don't know his name. It's been a long time since I've seen the movie or the cartoon. But but this is basically the only version I got. And yeah, this was much of my childhood. But anyways, basically you go, the object of the game is go into these, big rides, which are basically platforming levels, but in order to do so, you need to collect some tickets, and to get tickets, you need to play some mini-games. We'll start off with this one. As you can see, there's been a bit of lag, as it suddenly started speeding up with the music, but anyways, press the A button to feed the ooey gooey creatures, press left, right, up, and down to aim for different rows, hit the ninjas for extra points. This is basically, probably the second easiest minigame. And I should mention that all the patterns are the same, so if you played it once, you can play it again and again and expect what you get. It's very good, easy to practice. However, if you haven't played in a long time, it's kind of difficult. I mean, I only played this, like, last night just as a practice run. But before that, I haven't played this game in a good 6 years. Now, some of the ninjas just disappear or roll around. So you probably should save the ones that roll around for last, like this guy. You can still get them. And at the bottom, you saw there was a balloon. Basically, it does a little point counter, and depending on how well you do, the more tickets you get. Now, I got in 1,300 points, 1,300, so we earn up, and since we're in the 1,000 points range, we only get 5 tickets. Do better and you get even more tickets. Now, right here, this is probably the easiest minigame I ever played. It's just Whack-A-Mole, and I'm actually very good at Whack-A-Mole. I mean, I find Whack-A-Mole, like, ridiculously easy. It's just move left, right, up, and down, and you bash A to hit the moles. You can't hit the one. You lose points if you hit the ones with helmets. It's very easy. And I missed. There we go. Alright. Commentary is now distracting me. I like to stay in the middle and... And like I said, all the patterns are the same, so if you remember the pattern, it's very easy. And I'm stopped talking because I'm kind of concentrating. And I hit that one too soon, so I didn't even count. But yeah, I consider this the easiest of the minigame because it has a set pattern. Well, it's the easiest pattern to follow. And we get 5 tickets. Now, I might as well show this one as well. It's basically just, it's pretty much the same as the feeding the ooey gooey things, except you're hitting ninjas with hacky sacks, and take a look, it actually throws at an angle, which is why I'm actually kind of bad at this. It's really, kind of guesswork, exactly where it's gonna land. If you're very good at, calculating the angles in your head, it should be easy. So there you go. You can actually hit 2 ninjas at the same time, like, I can't seem to do it. Ah, there you go. I keep messing up. Yeah, this is one of the harder mini-games. Yeah, I have to say the good aspects about this game is the very awesome music, and the mini-games are at least fun. But the it's not the main attraction, these mini games. It's actually the platforming levels, which are terrible. And I missed. And I should have taken both of them out that time. How come I missed? Oh well. I've gotten around 1,000 points, so I should get at least 5 tickets anyways. Alright, that's pretty much it for the mini games. For the rest of the mini games, I might as well just go ahead and describe exactly what they are. And basically, now that you got them 15 tickets, all you need for this first stage, there are actually 3 stages. All you need is 4 tickets. You need to play both of these rides before you can move up to the later portions of the park. I have no idea why, but you just have to ride these rides in order for those gates to open up. They look kind of like Egyptian-style gates. I'll basically go ahead and do the plane ride. Yeah, this globe is actually a plane ride, and it's actually the only game where you can actually play as Dill. Let's go ahead and start this off. Yeah, you can't play anyone else as for Dill. Can you please give me? No, there's an X. Yeah, you can't play anyone except for Dill, so let's get Dill out of the Ferris wheel. Okay, Shorty, all you gotta do is fly around the world. Take pictures of all the big famous stuff you see, but don't see kites and other flying stuff, because you know they'll get in your propellers, but instead you just lose a life. Press the B button to slow down. Off you go into the wild blue yonder. Oh my gosh, I could see Angelica just shoving Dill into a unpiloted plane and just sending him off. I'm not even sure if Angelica would do that, and those things are supposed to be tornadoes, but they don't look anything like tornadoes. Just go right here and you can find Big Ben. And there's actually quite a few places. I got hit. But there's actually quite a bunch of attractions. They give you more than enough to take pictures of and more than enough to activate. There you go to Africa. Take pictures of some animals. Remember to slow down once in a while. Alright, Dill is in Easter Island. Let's go ahead and turn around because there's actually nothing beyond that area. And he only needs to take a picture of one more thing. Like I said, there's a ton of things he can take pictures of. And as you can see, there is a time limit, so make sure to avoid this. Up here, I think there is something, unless it's the African animals. Yes, it is, and I turned around and hit that butterfly. I don't think that butterfly should hit. There's that temple in India I never knew the name of. And down here is actually the Opera House. I don't really need to take a picture of it. I'm just going through. I can actually take pictures of everything before the time limit ends, which makes this probably the easiest level in the game. But anyways, I took enough pictures, in fact more than enough, so I might as well just go straight for the exit. And take a look, it's that tower. I think it was like referenced, like used in the background for Toho 13, 10 Desires, but don't quote me on that. I don't even know what the name of that tower is, but I know it was made by Shotoku. By the way, these are energies, they replenish your health by a little bit. But anyways, the finish line is right here. Don't ask how there's a finish line on top of a cloud, but hey. Oh no, did I really compare this game to Toho? Really? Not bad for a dumb baby. Hey, I'm 18 years old. I may be dumb, but I'm not a baby. I'm 18. There's more where that came from. Okay. And this one is much longer. It's more challenging. I think I'll go on for probably about 20 minutes. Maybe I'll see if I can fit all the levels into one video. But anyways, this is the rocket ship. I think Chucky is the one. I'm pretty much going for the default. But I think that Chucky is the only one that can do this. Listen up, babies. Launch the rocket by finding the red buttons and make like a banana and split. The A button to open the laser gates, which are just levers. Red lasers go with red switches, blue lasers go with blue switches. I should mention there's a lot more red lasers. Red lasers basically block you from going forward, well, blue lasers prevent you from going up because there's like vacuum tubes to go through. Look out for aliens of robots. And this is actually my favorite music in the entire game. Press B to jump, by the way. The A button just hits switches. I'll let you listen. Yeah, if it's one thing that this game does right, it's kick-ass music. Let's go ahead and grab this energy, even though I don't really need it. Again, I could... There's pretty much... You can have, like, up to 99s. Theoretically, but they never give you enough. Let's avoid these robots. And I believe you have to go this way, but I think... No, I'm wrong. Go back down. That's right, because you have to activate a red laser switch over here, and I like how that's a cool countdown. Sneak behind this robot, don't get too close to it, and jump over. Okay, there is a switch right here. And yes, I have to kind of like fight against these conveyor belts. And jump, I think. Yes. Well, I don't even have to jump, but still, it's not a bad idea. And yes, you can take damage if you fall too much of a height, so be careful about that. There is fall damage, I mean. Sneak past this R2-D2 ripoff. You can actually enter the tubes from these sides. Now, these are just collectibles. There's like one in every stage. I think that was a knife, but I can be wrong. Don't ask me why they're putting knives in a kid game. Well, then again, they put swords in kids games, but... And I'd never complain about that, but... Please, these are... babies. Okay, I hit all the buttons that I need, so I don't need to worry about any more buttons. There's more if you ever miss them, but I highly doubt you're gonna miss any switches. Well, not switches, but buttons that you have to push. They're babies, they love pushing buttons. They're like Dee Dee from Dexter's Laboratory. Now jump over you. I do believe that there are a laser down there, so you have to jump down here where there is a conveyor belt. Let's fight against it. The blue ones actually go faster than the silver ones, and if you jump high enough, you can get that energy. There you go. Yes, you can actually do like little jumps and big jumps depending on how long you hold the button, but it's hardly noticeable. And that's really something that fails. You don't know how high you're gonna jump, and many jumps require very good precision. It's like Super Mario Bros. In that way. And, ooh, I actually managed to avoid that robot. Yes, that's the lasers. Now, there should be another laser switch up here, which you cannot avoid. Well, you cannot miss, I mean. Now, somewhere around here, there is a robot that appears right on top of a conveyor belt. And somewhere you have to bypass it, and it requires pretty good timing. There's the laser that I have to get rid of. So you pretty much want to stay on the floor until you know that you completed it. Now there should be a robot here, yes. Jump over it with some speed, with some momentum. So yeah, they did put a little bit of effort into actually making real life physics, but it's really doesn't work very well when the Game Boy Color has to take time to process it. And I know that the bottom is flashing. For some reason it doesn't flash like that. It's only flashing. I think it has something to do with the emulator, like processing way too many things. At least some people say that the graphics are terrible in this game. I actually kind of like the graphics. Now this is pretty much the last stretch of the level, so yeah, this is pretty much the second to last room. The last room is, of course, gonna hold the actual exit, so here you're gonna have to walk along, be patient about it, and you're pretty much gonna have to jump as soon as you're at the edge, so jump! Barely made it. You hardly ever successfully make these jumps. That's why many of these jumps are very annoying, and you have to jump immediately there, or else you're gonna have to fall down and climb all the way back up, and that's just consuming time. A pointless button, because I have already collected more than enough. And it's actually been a really rainy day here, so I really hope that I'm okay with recording on such a rainy day. Anyways, here's the last room, well, second to last room. You had to hit that switch to get rid of the laser, and the switch really isn't that blue, it's more kind of grayish. Now, you can go to either one of two sides. I like to go here, take the hit, and there you go, there's the exit. If you're wondering what happens if you go to the exit before completing the level, well then you just get a game over, which is very unfair. They should have just blocked the exit, because once you enter the exit and then you realize that there's switches you need to hit, well then you already gotten the game over. Now each time you complete a stage, you get a password. If you really want to play along with me, you can just copy down this password and get here, and you also gain 5 free ride tickets each time you complete this. Now the gates are open, and guys, I will see you guys next time when we take on Stage 2. See you guys then. I really do hate this game.